All right, folks, good morning from Brazil, Florianopolis. Today I've rented this scooter here. It's really cool. And we're gonna go hit as many beaches as possible, get as many shots as possible. And it's gonna be beautiful. All right, let's go. In many ways, Florianopolis is a photographer's paradise. There are so many beaches, so many things to see, so many great locations. These days, during this season, the weather is perfect in my humble opinion because you have a mixture of sunshine, rainy days, and also cloud. So having this type of mix of weather is ideal for different kinds of shots. Although I really lean towards landscape and seascape. I love portrait photography, street photography. I love so many genres. It's hard to say I'd consider myself one kind of photographer. But this island allows you to be versatile that way. One time I met this really old photographer. He was such an inspiration for me. He said, before you take the shot, you have to see it in your mind. Praia Matadeiro. This is one of my favorite beaches here. And to get to it, you have to cross over this little walkway here. But it's a beautiful little walk, as you can see. It's very narrow, so you will encounter people coming the other way. But it's quite beautiful, as you see. A real nice little trek. Not long at all. As you approach the beach section, the pathway opens up and you have a beautiful view of the ocean here. And there's some tourists taking iPhone shots. I'm making fun of the tourists. A couple of times I've been to the beach, I already think I'm a local here. Anyway, it's quite beautiful, as you see. Florianopolis is known for surfing. Although the waves on this side are quite small around this time, you will see quite a bit of surfers out in the water enjoying themselves. I'm lucky because this is not the high season. During high season, this is completely packed with tourists. What you're seeing here is very lucky shots without many tourists. There you can start to see Matadeiro's beach in the background. A little bit more of a hike here, and we're almost there. Finally arriving at Matadeiro's beach, you have these beautiful rock formations. It really is wonderful. Here I'm looking very happy here. to be my favorite beach. It's pretty long, so you do have a little bit of a walk from the beginning where we just were to the other side, and there's some bars and restaurants. You can have drinks right on the beach. Another thing I love about this place is everybody has a real sunny disposition, and if you ask nicely, people are very happy to pose for you in shots.
Alright folks, got my lemon drink. Today's adventure in photography. We're here at Matadeiro's beach, one of my favorite beaches here, Florianopolis. Really nice.
The first people I approached was a wonderful yoga instructor here from Brazil. She was kind enough to get a couple of shots with me.
That's great.
Then we had more luck and found another great model. Using the street photography approach and just going up to people you don't know and asking them to be in the shots is tricky, but there's such a wonderful vibe here in Brazil. It's really different. It's not like other cultures. A real nice approach is just to say hello, maybe show the person your Instagram page. Then they see you're serious and would love to pose for you.
Alright, I found a beautiful model here at this beach. And we got some shots of her coming up.
And I always keep in mind what my buddy said. I don't want to blow it on these very special occasions. Pretty happy with my shots with my model on the beach, and now I thought, why not get a couple of seascape shots? But as I walked around, those words haunted me. The place is stunningly beautiful, but I didn't want to be overwhelmed by the beauty of the place just to take a photo. I needed a real great shot, and I just wasn't seeing it. The light, where I was, perhaps the angles, or I just couldn't find something I was super happy with. If you remember my last video, you may have seen this panorama shot. It's basically 3 shots stitched together in Lightroom. After the grandeur of that, how do I top it? What's the next step? I think the only step was to go intimate in different pieces of the scenery. Of course, you can do this type of thing forever there. So it was time to leave Matadeiro's beach and go on to the next one.
Okay, today we are heading to Praia Galheta. I think that's correct pronunciation. Let's go. Got this nifty trail here. So let's hit it. The guy said it's about a 15-minute walk down to the water. Let's see if that's accurate. This is so awesome. Is it time to buy a gimbal? I don't know. I think the guy was right. Oh, a butterfly. I think the guy was right. A 15-minute walk. But it's beautiful. Very interesting. Oh, I can see something ahead. Yes. Pretty awesome. I guess this is a bar or something. But it's beautiful, man. Wow. Alright, let's go. Well, I guess I learned a lesson.
This beach is called Praia Mole. It's right next to Praia Galheta. Praia means beach. And it's also quite beautiful.
So I'm gonna head over to the beach next, or see what it's like over there. It doesn't look so promising, but we'll see.
There's lots of opportunities to take shots here, but there's one distinguishing difference between those two beaches. We're gonna find out in a second. Now, the more I hiked, the more I thought about what those words mean. Before you take the shot, you have to see it in your mind. I can think of the simplest thing that means, which is just to maybe have a plan. That's why people like to come back to locations. There are certain locations that just reach your heart, and you come back to them over and over and over, and you get better at photographing them. And that's part of what he meant, I think, to see it in your mind, something that you are familiar with, that you can get a real clear picture of eventually. So that's going to capture a place a lot better than random shots. Then the more deeper meaning, perhaps, is when you see a shot and it really reaches you and you've got to take it. It's quite possible that this can apply to portraiture as well. Even though you're taking photos of different people, it's quite possible that they all become your vision. If you're a very stylized portrait photographer, I think that's very much the case.
Okay, the track's getting smaller and smaller. Oh, looks like an opening here. Pretty cool. More stairs. Oh, found a little hole here. Nice view. Trek continues. Looks like we're finally getting to the end of the trail. Alright. Looks like it. And we made it down to the beach. Alright, let's have a look. This beach didn't seem that far away, but it is. That's quite a hike. Gotta be in shape for that.
Sometimes, despite all the great effort one makes, a location may not turn out to be what you expected. Now, beaches like this are beautiful, and I think they're great for relaxing, but for photography, it's not so interesting. Unless you have a model with you, in my humble opinion.
Alright, well, that beach was a washout because, first of all, there was nothing great about the layout that killed me as far as composition. That's the main issue.
I did manage to pull off this shot, which is kind of touristy, but I had to get it because it's so beautiful here.
Oh yes, the hike back. Sometimes these expeditions are great. You find great locations, other times not. Bottom line is, did some great exercise and did get to see beautiful trails. Boy, the trip back sure was a lot shorter. And now it's off to another beach. Here we go. Okay, I'm at a place called Lago de Barra. It's a total tourist area, as you will see. Restaurants, bars, people sitting at the beach. Well, as far as the eye can see here, are these tables along the shore, and people just sitting and chilling out, but not much of a place for photography. So I'm going to continue on to the next place.
This area does offer other things. There's a beautiful lake right by here, and I went there right after this, and these little gems I really like. Of course, there's something about riding a motorcycle, a scooter, that's very spiritually enhancing, I guess. And the words of my buddy kept coming back to me.
Alright, today I'm at a beach called Canaviera. It's beautiful this way. It's really, really nice. Relaxed vibe. Nice water, calm water. On the other side over there is a lot more touristy. This side is wonderful. Take a walk on this long beach. Nice. Sadly, it's time to return the scooter today. I'm sure I'll rent another one sooner or later. But tomorrow, I'm renting a car and going to Itajaí. That should be real fun too. So it was time to head back to the hotel. I'm going to just leave you with some of the shots I got around the city and a few more shots I got around different beaches. Enjoy the rest of the video. Thanks for watching. If you want to visit Florianopolis, I highly recommend the Castle Mar Hotel. Great hotel, super nice staff, and reasonable prices. Remember to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button and see you on the next video.